Hey, by the way, Casey, can I show you something?
Yes. As long as it's not something under the desk.
We do not want to see the knob under the desk.
Show me.
This is what I was programming all day today.
Tell me how excited I need to be. I'm assuming this is not it's not a real Commodore 64, is it?
It is. It's by the company Commodore 64. They remade it. It's the
But what's
Commodore
inside?
64 Ultimate.
Remastered version?
It's
Is
the
it a
remastered
real
version.
like VIC
So
chip?
it has some USB-C. It has some USB-A's on the back.
Okay.
It still has the cassette. It still has the same audio out. You still got the VGAs right here if you need them. It comes with a cassette that had a USB, like a flipper. It's like a cassette, but then it actually flips out as a USB. But then I immediately plugged it in and it broke, so I had to take it apart. And now I just have floating USB, like I'm the Terminator. If I drop this at all,
computers broke a lot, like physically broke a lot. Anyways, that was fine.
How much does that weigh? I think that's
this thing?
monstrous.
honestly,
Trash, you could lift it. We saw your muscles last week, bro.
I mean, that's pretty much what I was getting at, you know.
I like unironically, Trash. These two together, because this is steel on the bottom, is like pretty much the same weight.
Man.
But what is in that C64 shell though? Like, is it an FPGA that has this
The files.
actual?
The files are in
That's
the
gonna
Commodore.
be that joke. I was gonna.
The files are in
how
the
is it
Commodore.
made? Like how? Like what
You
is
know,
it?
it's an FPGA
Is it
that
an
apparently is an
emulation?
emulator. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not an FPGA that actually just has the original chipset baked
Yeah,
in
it's
or
an
anything?
FPGA that's apparently
it is an
emulation.
FPGA.
And apparently there's 16 megabytes of RAM, but I only saw 38. I only had like 38,000. But I was sitting there thinking 38,000 bytes. But I was thinking that the input interface is really inconvenient, and you can technically do syntax highlighting. There's a non-zero chance you could create Vim or at least VI on the Commodore.
I don't see any reason why you couldn't.
Yeah, why not?
I'm assuming there was a version of Vim that ran in less than 64K.
Yeah, I would assume you could make it run in
Somewhere.
really little amounts
Really
of memory.
old.
Yeah.
Maybe not Vim. Sorry, Vim. I shouldn't have said Vim. VI.
Yeah,
I was
VI.
thinking. Yeah.
My big problem, honestly, is I don't know how to save a file or create a file. So that's really hampering my progress.
It's not really that necessary for you. I don't think you're getting past anywhere that needs it.
I think what you should
Teejs
do is
reverse
combine the two
psychology.
things. You should try to get
Reverse
Claude code to
psychology.
write C64 for you, right? It's like open code. How do I save a file on my Commodore 64?
I
We
didn't
need
want to
get
do that.
an
So
MCP
today,
for it.
the reason why I never once whipped out the AI for today, because I just was going to read the friendly manual the whole time. So I have my
Nice.
yeah. We actually got pretty far into the manual.
song too, didn't I? Prom,
Yeah, it's a
for
great
you guys?
song. I got a nice little. It's the Commodore 64 manual. Got it
Oh,
all right
man.
here.
That looks gnarly.
It did tell me that if I want to go a little bit more advanced, I do need to reference the 1982 hand guide. I didn't have that, so if I have to go more, if I need to go deeper, I'm gonna have to find that 82 print.
You can
I
probably
think-
just ask Open Code to generate it for you. Probably has it all in its memory. Read me back the 1980s.
Usually the way that
Along
people
with Harry
developed for the C60, well, it depends on who you were, but a lot of people developed for the C64 using an expansion cartridge so that they could kind of have the extra memory that they could use for their development while the actual memory of the C64, remained for running the game and that sort of thing.
Oh, interesting. That makes a lot of sense.
Also, here's a little tidbit for you that's pretty crazy. One of the reasons I've often said that Ron Gilbert's kind of a badass. He is the guy who basically made, the first version of Scum, the thing that ran Maniac Mansion and Secret of Monkey
The Agile
Island
thing?
and all that stuff. Sorry, what?
I said the Agile thing?
No, not Scrum. Scum. SCUMM. Back when acronyms were cool. Instead
That's pretty
of
good,
lame.
TJ. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I tried to figure out how to make it work, but I was just like, oh, it's just not going to work. But turns out if you just went for it, it actually does work.
You just gotta look really dumb at the camera, and chat will believe anything.
Anyway, they actually, one of the really cool things about their dev environment is they actually developed on a mainframe that could sort of act as almost like a control plane for the Commodore 64, and it could save this and restore the state and all this stuff. They had insane dev tools back in the time. I listened to Ron describe them one time, and I was like, oh my god, that is so incredibly cool. They basically had way more advanced dev than pretty much anyone else at the time was using for something like a C64, which was super cool.
Do you think it's possible that I could write a TypeScript to BASIC compiler for my Commodore, and that way I can write TypeScript like a web dev and sip on Phil's lattes, and then, but also at the exact same time, be a hacker man?
Yes.
You shouldn't need to, because you should be able to go right to 6502 assembly. You shouldn't need the BASIC, because
Great point.
you can
That's
just.
true.
You should be able to go. Right, that's 6502 in there, right? I think that's what that was. Famous.
6502.
Famously.
It's true.
Yeah. So you should be able to just go right to 6502 assembly and just be like super hardcore. It's like, yeah, I go TypeScript to 6502 assembly. What do you do? Like,
Yeah, what do you
What do
how
you
else
compile it to?
What do
you're
you do,
compiling
Colonel
it
Dev?
to JavaScript? That doesn't make sense. That's not even anything that can get run by a CPU.
I mean,
Apparently, it's
Ty-
6510 is what they're trying to tell me.
Oh, okay, so it's a more modern.
Other
than the
people are saying 6502. I don't know. Don't listen to chat.
I have no idea. Although I did have a Commodore 64 back in the day, I was too young and dumb to have any idea what even a chip was, so that didn't matter. But
Trash
what I was
knows.
gonna say is, I would be shocked if you couldn't find like LLVM 6502 backend. Like that almost certainly is a thing, right? Like
It probably is.
the problem is that TypeScript probably by default, if you do a compilation without really like setting things up exactly, it probably outputs a binary that is like 100 times larger than the C64's memory space. So that's going to be
True.
a problem. But if you could figure out how to get TypeScript to just compile like just itself, you might
Maybe
be able
with
to
Bun.
learn yeah, right. No.
Casey
It
does not
might.
seem like he
You
believes.
never know.
Yeah.
64K is very small, guys. It's not. You're not
64K. I
Yeah.
think for $64,000, we probably could find a computer that could do it, Casey.
Yeah, Casey. It's like, I mean, I can just do it on my regular computer, bud. I don't even need that much Ks.
Oh man.
And plus, by the way, kids call it 64 bands these days. They don't call it 64K.
No, stop.
All right.
Dang.
I'm gonna start
Technically,
saying
they
that.
call it
Oh my God.
67K, but sure.
Casey, I made Prime a song today, and in the song it talked about how the song would make him very sad, and how his
Okay.
hands were moving up and down on the keyboard, and then it was like Commodore 64, more like Commodore 67.
Okay, so it also made the same joke.
Yeah.
The AIs are working overtime.
I wrote those lyrics, unfortunately.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, I apologize.
They
No
were
wonder they were
Prime
so
would get
brilliant.
mad.
not good lyrics, but they were there.
But it made I did predict the future. I said it was going to make Prime frown, and it did. So that was flawless execution.
Oh.
Is that a
Yeah.
terminal shirt? Teej?
Trash. You like that?
Is that what it is? I just saw orange.
It
It's
is.
a
Like,
terminal
I,
shirt.
It
That
is.
a
It's coming
terminal
out
shirt.
soon. It's coming
I just
out
assumed
soon.
it was like an orange cursor. I was like, wait a minute. That's pretty
Yes,
sick.
trash. Thank
It needs
you.
to be more, the cursor needs to be more longer rectangly. No?
You want? I don't know. I was thinking about that, but then I thought it would look really goofy.
Yeah, if it got much longer, it would look very goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, practically, you shouldn't
right
do
now,
that.
it's a little bit like if you know, you know, trash. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know.
I know, apparently I know, so, no.
Did
Yeah.
you guys ever release the like video of you guys like on the boat in Miami?
That's coming out soon, actually.
It's funny.
You
should
say that every time I ask. Is it
No,
really
I
coming out
haven't.
soon?
I've been saying I don't know what we're gonna do with it,
Okay.
but
How
many
now
years
I know
has it
what we're
been?
gonna do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, now we actually
How
know
many
what we're
years?
doing.
It hasn't even been one. Trash.
Oh my god, I felt like it was like 4 years ago.
Trash.
Was that
it
last
has not
React
even been
Miami?
a full year.
Oh, I think it's because
Last
like I wasn't at the
Miami.
last React Miami, so I just assumed it was like the last.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
You know?
coming out soon.
All right.
Because
All
we're
right.
gonna go do some stuff at React Miami, most likely. This is a spoiler alert for some people, so we're gonna use it as some promo for the.
Well, they
event.
already tweeted it that you guys are going to be there.
That's
Yeah.
a great point, Trash. That's a great
People already know we're coming. That's not
That's
a
true.
problem.
Yeah,
All right.
Good point.
All right. So, hey, okay, should we get started?
Oh, I'm so ready. I got
right.
slide.
I want to give you the intro. And then you guys go, yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
Oh,
everybody,
boy.
today we're going to do the most special intro of all time, which is Teej is going to give the intro. TJ, give the intro.
You guys have heard of Looped. Probably not, actually. But that was Scam Altman's first rug pull. Then he'd had OpenAI, and now he has WorldCoin. So we're going to talk about that today.
Anyways, sorry.
In case you don't know, you can look up the Looped fiasco. It's pretty
Actually
wild.
scammed, too, by the way.
Actual scam altcoin. So, okay. This presentation is because a few weeks ago I referenced the fact that such a thing called WorldCoin exists. Number one, you'd say, that's the dumbest name you could give to anything. That sounds for sure like you're going to steal things from people and destroy their lives. But that's okay. So then Casey and Trash both hadn't heard of it before, so I was like, okay, we got to bring this to the slides. I got to bring some facts and logic to this discussion here with some historical data. And I got even more weirded out by it after I did some real reading. So that's always fun for a presentation. So, WorldCoin. This is a real thing. Like Sam Altman says, are you human? Sam Altman wants to find out. Like Times publishing it. This is hilariously from WorldCoin's account, which it feels insane to post this picture.
Wow.
You know what I'm
looks like
saying? Like, does that picture not seem ominous and bad? They posted it though.
It
Looks like
doesn't-
my bidet.
It looks like the robots from Oblivion with Tom Cruise that go around and murder all the humans.
Yeah. Trash, there's a camera here, so you definitely do not want this to be a bidet. Let me just throw that out there. Okay?
You'd be having
Well,
a bad bidet if you had that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's sick.
Well-
Brian. That's so good.
Well, this
That
gets
was a
back
good
to our
joke.
fecal analysis, AI fecal analysis, which I think is something it could really excel at. I mean,
Yeah.
already people are squeezing out a lot of things that could use
Most
fecal
vibe
analysis
coding
with
is
AI.
fecal
So yeah.
analysis. Yeah. Okay, so what actually is going on here? First off, I need to make a quick legal disclaimer. Everything I've learned about WorldCoin, I learned from ChatGPT. So if anything is wrong in this presentation, you can sue yourself, Sammy boy, okay? Checkmate AI. That's the first thing. I just need to get that legal disclaimer out of the way because I don't want to get sued by the super mega corps. Okay, great. That's where
That's
we
actually our
started.
first legal disclaimer of the stand-up. This is really good. We made it a year
See,
without
when
it.
I bring the slides, I know that I need to do this.
Hey, is that HTTP? Get that out of here. That's not how we order coffee. We order coffee via SSH, terminal.shop. Yeah, you want a real experience? You want real coffee? You want awesome subscriptions so you never have to remember again? Oh, you want exclusive blends with exclusive coffee and exclusive content? Then check out Cron. You don't know what SSH is? Well, maybe the coffee's not for you.
Terminal coffee in hand, living the dream.
Here's my favorite quote from ChatGPT about this. WorldCoin represents a collision of trends: crypto, biometrics, AI, and global inequality.
Escalated
and
real
thus
fast.
has been a magnet for debate. So technically, Sam Altman himself said that. I think that's how that works. So that was my favorite quote that ChatGPT generated while doing some research on this. So that's great.
Okay,
This
can I
I'm
just
pretty
quick
sure
quick
is how-
question?
Yeah, of
is
course,
that
of
meant
course,
is
yeah,
that
of
meant
course.
to be like it is going to help cure global inequality, or is it going to help cause the permanent underclass? Get your stuff
Yes.
together. We got 3 months.
Yes, great.
Well,
yes.
what's kind of interesting about it is it doesn't really say anything about what it's going to do. It's merely saying that
It's a
it
collision of
represents trends that already existed. Like, it's like, these are 4 things that already were in the world, and I named it WorldCoin, thereby representing them, I guess. And we're about to
Yes.
find out perhaps what special features of WorldCoin make it uniquely representative of these trends.
It's got some
ready.
unique real trends
Okay.
that are
ready.
going on here. So, all right. This, I'm pretty sure this is a reenactment of how the company started. So, Sam, hey guys, AI is going to be so good you won't be able to tell who's a human.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, I also have a product to fix this problem, which is not a conflict of interest, by the way. So we need proof of human, right? That's where Sam starts. Casey, of course, drops in with a quick, we still need proof that you are human.
True.
I was literally just going to say that.
Did you do the exact same pose too? Were you like, wait a minute?
I pre-watched my own presentation, chat. I knew what Casey was going to say, and I had it.
Literally, I was going to be like, is this just the way that Sam is desperately trying to get on the human blockchain so he can be like, I'm human, guys, I promise. They're like, we don't believe you. No one believes you.
Oh, yeah? Well, then check my world ID. Okay. So Sam says, anyway, give me all your personal biometric data. I'm great with data.
Okay.
True.
To which
All right.
Andreessen Horowitz says, okay, here's $25 million. Call me later if you need some more.
Okay.
He's going to be returning later. Also, a quick Reid Hoffman investment at the beginning. Dude, that'd be sick. We never figured out how to tell if people were bots on my site, so this could be helpful. LinkedIn founder, okay? Because you cannot tell that those are not bots. All right, so they get $25 million, and they start a company called Tools for Humanity, all right? Sounds like the company that makes Cards Against Humanity.
Yes,
probably
it does.
a better name for this, but unfortunately, that's the real name. From a recent, I don't know what you'd call a YouTube video, you could say, they announced what their simple plan is to build a human network. Number one, before we get to number one, actually, the phrase human network has to be terrifying when you hear a big tech CEO say that, so that's just take it for itself.
It
So
reminds
what
me
are they
of
gonna
Human
do?
Centipede a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
couldn't stop
you know
thinking
what I
about
mean? Like,
that.
I'm thinking like, oh, we plug the humans together, like mouth to butt kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. So basically, they need an anonymous way to get proof of human. Then they're going to distribute ownership of the network. Then they're going to scale and decentralize continuously.
Okay.
And then they're going to use it to make the benefits of AI accessible to everyone. You'd say, how is that going to happen? There's a lot of hand waving after the first one, okay? My favorite quote from this presentation, though, is when the co-founder of Tools for Humanity says that the thing Sam Altman really brings, really his greatest contribution, was just he kept telling us we need more scale. And a direct quote from Sam Altman is, when in doubt, scale it up. From this presentation. That's what he said.
I have a question.
What?
Yes.
Who is this person? Who is the person in that? Like, that's not Sam Altman.
It's not. This is Alex. I forgot his last name. He's currently the one who's actually running the company. Apparently, Sam is pretty
This
much
is still exists?
He's the fall guy.
Oh, Casey! Just wait, Casey.
This guy looks
I've got
very
news
serious.
for you that you won't. Okay, so Tools for Humanity, emphasis my own. So it's founded in 2019, right? Their first round of funding, A16Z, Coastal Ventures, Reid Hoffman. So they're saying, right, AI is going to flood the internet with bots. We're not going to be able to figure it out. So we need a way to actually show that the person you're interacting with is, in fact, a real human. And also UBI. I'm not joking you. They start the company for UBI because Sam is saying, I'm going to take all of your jobs because my AI is so good. I'm so good at AI. We're going to take all of your jobs. You're going to need money. And the only way to do it is from my separate company that has a cryptocurrency. Okay?
Got it.
So
Sounds
how
legit.
are they going to prove that people are people? World ID. So how do they do that? The orb. The first picture that I showed at the beginning.
Okay, no,
Oh, the bidet.
Nope. Are you? Wait, is this?
Also, that's
are
what-
you? This is
That's
not
what
happening.
I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. First off, guys, stop naming everything ominous. Okay? Why would you call it the orb? It's just
I got a question.
Go
I got a
ahead, Brian.
question.
Why'd they call it Palantir? There's
Palantir
basically
is
the
actually
same
pretty
question.
good. Palantir was actually a pretty good one because it allows you to see in distant lands and all that. That was pretty.
But it's
clever.
evil. It's evil. That's the
It
point.
may be evil, but at least it's more clever because most people don't know Palantir. That's a very
Great
Lord of the Rings
point.
reference. But
All right.
my mom doesn't know what that is. But second,
All right.
I do have one problem with this entire hypothesis, which
Okay.
is that the problems of AI truly can only be solved with more AI. Like that's what I've been led to believe.
That's a
so
good
this,
point.
This whole like strategy is blown my mind right now.
that's a good
I'm
point.
sure
It
we're
does
getting
kind
to
of-
that part, though. I'm sure we're getting
Okay.
to the AI part, Prime. There's going to
There
be some
is-
AI in here somewhere.
Yes.
This is like
you're
if I
right.
started a company, this is what I would do. and it's and that's a diss on myself. That's how bad this is.
It's a diss on myself. Okay, so what does the orb do? You go to it and you get your eyeball scanned, and they get a unique, because your eyeball is unique like a fingerprint, right? Your
Yes.
iris. not
Also
your
like an
literal-
anus
you know.
print. Also unique.
Whoa, what?
Yeah,
But-
sphincter scanning.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you back it up a bit there?
No, Prime can save that for his own slides. I don't want that as part of my presentation.
So are you saying the three things we can scan of a human is their finger, their eye, and their ass? Is that
Quick question on each of those. Do identical twins have the same ones for all three of the above?
There's only one way to find out.
my question is where can we stick this orb? So can you put your finger on this orb, then put your eye on this orb, then put your ass on this orb, hopefully in that order to avoid
Triple
conjunctivitis?
verification. Yeah, just don't be second.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. We don't worry. We
That
wipe
is
it
so
off
gross.
with an
This is
alcohol swab.
idiocracy with the
Yeah.
with the cords where he's just like,
Yeah.
put this in your mouth,
Yeah.
put this in your. Oh wait, put this in your mouth, put this in your butt.
Yeah.
I volunteer for
goodness.
beta testing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Trash.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Does it have a rumble
so-
pack for the orb? That's
Is that from Nintendo 64?
Different
Yeah.
big tech product. Okay,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
So you have this orb. It scans your iris. It gives you a unique identifier. That unique identifier is your world ID. Okay. Then, what can you do with your world ID? We're going to get to that. But quickly, Casey, if you want right now, you can sign up to become a community operator of the orbs, and you can get one sent to yourself today.
Please tell me
Right
Prime
now.
has done this, and
Wait,
we'll have
wait,
a
wait,
stream
wait.
where he scans
I
people's
thought
eyes.
about trying to do this, but I'm too scared to touch one and
Okay.
exist in the same room as one.
Okay.
How much?
So
How
you
much
can sign
money
up.
do you need to have that?
Oh, that's the best part. Let's get to the next section, Prime.
2 world coins.
WorldCoin. It's a cryptocurrency, okay?
Of course it is.
How do
Naturally.
you get it?
Love
How do
it.
you get it? There's a few ways you can get WorldCoin. Number one, you can get WorldCoin by scanning your iris. That will give you free WorldCoin. So you can get that deposited into your World ID or associated with your World ID in your World Wallet, okay? Another way that you can get WorldCoin is by scanning other people. So
Wait, what?
No.
It's
I'm gonna go to the
kidding me.
mall and just start scanning everybody.
Wait, no. This is
is a
illegal, right?
quick- No. See, so let me just draw this out.
Oh,
for you
it's
just so that-
it's an affiliate code.
right.
Oh my
so
God.
it's kind of like at the top of this, right? We put Sam at the top up here, right? Okay, and then he sends you an orb. So see how orbs, they're round? They're not triangular. So that's what makes it not a pyramid scheme.
Orb scan.
Then
got it.
you sign up
Okay.
people and you get coins and they get coins. Thus completing each of these, and it kind of goes out like this, but there's circles in the middle. So it's not a pyramid scheme, okay? That's how you know, because there's orbs, and orbs are not triangles.
Is there such a thing as Pons AI?
Pons AI, I think that's the alt ticker for this
Ponzi?
account. Yeah. A Ponzi tree. They're growing it big time.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes.
And pruning as well.
Okay, so do you actually do wherever it's legal, because some places it's not legal to do this, believe it or not, get cryptocurrency whenever you do this action. Obviously, some places that's illegal. You can't just give people this and have it go out of the system and blah, blah, blah. We'll get to that. There's some stuff going on there. Obviously, all of this happening on the world chain. They've got their own blockchain built
Okay.
on Ethereum L2. Also, they call it the super chain system. Once again, I just have to say, why does everything have to sound so obviously like a rug pull? Do they have no one on their team that thinks of better names than the super chain system? I don't know.
Having
but-
seen many OpenAI presentations, I can guarantee you that if it's the same group of people, no, they
Good
don't.
point. Good point. The people who named their models the most confusing things ever known to man, no one knows why different models have the different names. Okay, so then what? What do we have here, right? They
Hold
have
on,
an
hold on.
app.
People, we actually have some questions from the crowd.
Yes.
Multiple people have
Okay.
expressed a doubt that this is just like a fake story. Is this real, TJ?
I have pictures. I have proof coming up. As far as I know, I mean, I watched them do a demo where they have the orb at like Sam Altman comes out on stage and they're demoing Orb V3 within the last year because they
What if I
built
just
a new
pulled
one.
an orb out from like to the side of my camera and just like this for real?
Yeah, Josh is like, oh,
Dude,
it's
I'm
real,
not,
boys. I've
I
got
will
so much
sacrifice
WorldCoin.
myself and get an orb. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so then they have an app, right? The app is how you get your world ID so you can verify who you are. But the app also has a bunch of other stuff on it. You can, of course, send WorldCoin to other people and transact with the crypto. They have these, they're called mini apps. So they're apps inside of their world. They have a marketplace for apps. As far as I can tell, every single one is a scam. When I looked at them, they were all win-free world coin. I'm like, that's crazy, whatever. Or
And like, what are you gonna do with it?
markets.
Well, you're gonna get more WorldCoin. That's it.
You can also do prediction markets on it. I'm pretty sure, which like same thing. So okay, and now they have texting, so it's very advanced. You can
Wow.
text each other,
Okay.
and
Okay.
you know it's the other person because it's a world ID.
Is all of the
Crazily
world
enough-
messages stored forever on the blockchain?
That's a great question. I did not figure out exactly how that part works. Crazily enough, within the past year, they added the ability to receive your paycheck within this situation, denominated in USDC, right, which is the stable coin associated with US dollars. Okay, so that's a common way that crypto bros interface with what we like to call reality.
Are there companies that are actually doing that? Like giving paychecks or?
Great question, Trash. No idea.
Probably scammers, people who can't pay you in real
Yes.
money.
Yes. Okay.
Can we put paychecks in quotes on this slide?
Yeah,
Probably
that's a
should
good
have had
point.
some quotes on
I
that
should go
one.
back and update
Yeah.
that. Okay. So then you can also have prediction markets on it. Very cool. That's what everybody's doing these days. Betting with my Iris UBI, PogChamp. The future
Right.
everyone wanted. I have my UBI that I had to sell my personal data for. I'm going to bet that money. Okay. Believe it or not, this is real. This is real.
What is
Match
it?
Group, the people that own Tinder and Hinge and all these other ones, you can verify yourself with your world ID to prove that you're a real human and not a catfishing bot that's AI. Okay? So that's here right now, apparently. Announced, I don't know, I've never opened Tinder or Hinge. Fortunately, I got married before those apps existed, which is very nice. Very happy about that. But yeah, so they're just like inside of Tinder and other stuff now. You can verify that you're a person here. Okay, so this is kind of the pitch, right? Is that they're doing this.
Is there a
there's some
way
prob-
to click
yeah.
a button that says anyone who stuck their anus into Sam Altman's orb, I do not want to see their dating profile? Because
Yes,
I would click
filter
that
by
immediately.
no
Like,
world ID.
if you fell for WorldCoin, I do not want to date you would be the very first button I would push on this
That's
app
a
if
good
it
point.
existed. It's like a self-selecting exclusion policy.
As far as I know, that's not, but that does seem like a kind of P1 feature that they should be prioritizing. That
Or
does
the
seem
other way
like it would help
around would
people.
be good too. Like if you want to find a very gullible date who you can basically
Oh,
just
good
tell
point.
whatever you want to and they'll believe you. You can be like, hey, give me one of those WorldCoin people because I got, you
Yeah.
know, I want to tell them about how I graduated
I'm
from
looking
Harvard
for a free
University
dinner.
and I'm a Fortune 500 CEO and I want them to just believe it without actually looking at any information.
I'm best friends with Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is obviously, that's what they're shooting for with World ID is you can go and verify like, hey, I have this World app on my phone and I can verify that I'm at least a person or something like that and do that. Okay, obviously, this is controversial. Duh. Okay, because you're scanning your eyeballs and giving your data to the guy who is the craziest data hoarder of all time and lied to a lot of people before about he's in it for the love of the game, etc. So it's controversial. There's some other controversies that we're going to get to as we go a little further. Supposedly, I'm just trying to be fair in the interest of fairness, they don't save any of your raw biometric data. So supposedly, after the
wink.
machines hash it, they delete everything and it gets deleted from the orb itself.
Question?
And then yeah, go ahead. Of course.
Just a quick one. This is a very quick one. One of the big problems with crypto is obviously losing your your like private key. What happened if you lose your eyeballs?
Whoa.
Then you have
Great
different problems
point.
at that point.
Yeah. Well, you
point.
also lose your crypto key.
Well, so after you scan your eyeball, you don't have to go back to the orb every time. You have it like saved to your phone inside of World app as like the private key. But how would you regain it again if you lost your eyeballs in the middle and your phone? I guess you'd be locked out of the WorldCoin.
Better question on the accessibility front. What about someone who just doesn't have eyes?
They aren't people, according to Sam Altman.
It kind of sounds that way a little bit. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's where the anal
The
scan.
sphincter. The
That's
sphincter.
how the
That's
sphincters.
backup,
That's
the
why
backup.
we
We have other
developed sphincter
options.
scan technology. Yeah.
We have other options
Yeah.
apparently. Okay.
Pucker print.
So here's just a
Oh my
few-
God, Trash! Is this why you're so into bidets? Because you have to like use the orb won't scan
like, they're gonna
properly
take a picture
if
of
it's not.
me.
Yeah.
I meant to clean buttholes. That's what
Okay.
I'm into.
okay.
My own, I
All
mean.
right.
Not anyone
Next.
else's.
Okay, so just quick. This is my turn where I'll voice some of my own opinions. That's why we have the tinfoil hat. Just a few of my own quick privacy concerns. Unlike passwords, you can't change your iris. So if something ever happens and like, hey, you get hacked or someone gets a hold of your phone or other things, I don't understand what you're supposed to do next. Right? Like, it's not like when you leak a password, your only password, at least you could make a new only password, right? In this scenario, I don't understand how that goes. The hash is like forever, so what happens there? This is one of the big problems. We're going to get into this a little bit. World.org, Tools for Humanity, just went around to a bunch of places and basically scanned, Casey, get ready for this, millions of people. We're going to get to the exact numbers soon. And it just seems unlikely to me that they properly informed everyone about what they were doing and what the people were offering in trade for the 25 to 50 USD that they were getting in WorldCoin. That just strikes me as not that likely, okay? And also, you cannot buy world.org and not be evil. It has to happen that way. It's just called nominative determinism. You can't do anything about it. It's very Orwellian.
Nice.
And they literally made their last video, the video where Sam and Alex together are talking, called A New World. Okay, I rest my case. All right, so there we go. We'll take that off. We'll continue on. We'll get a few more facts here.
How come we not subscribed?
Yeah, man.
Guys, I didn't even smash
You
the like
didn't
button.
even like and subscribe to WorldCoin?
They didn't ask.
Jeez.
Prime, they didn't ask.
Oh,
If
yeah.
they had
Rookies.
asked, I
Rookie
Rookie mistake.
mistake.
Rookie mistake. Yep.
Okay.
Speaking of
so,
that, anyone
go
out
ahead.
there who isn't currently subscribed to this channel,
True.
I would highly encourage you to like and subscribe to The Primogen for all of the latest computing news and commentary from folks such as us. And of course, The Primogen, who isn't giving this presentation, but has been commenting on it. Continue.
he has been. That's true.
That was a good ad right there.
Yeah, that was great.
I love that. Watch this be our most. We'll go to the analytics, and I'm going to check how many people subscribed on each of the videos. This one will be our highest.
Through the
one.
roof, baby.
Through
Through
the
the roof.
To the moon. That's what we say in the
Yeah,
crypto world.
that's
Casey.
crypto.
To the
Crypto
moon.
coded.
So
People are going to be
Yeah.
rubbing their orbs together and
No, they
signing
will
up for
not.
this channel,
hodl that world coin, okay?
getting
All
on
right, so
Tinder.
in the midst of all of this, Tools for Humanity has been saying, and this is Sam Altman's like original involvement, my understanding here is basically, hey, they do a lot of hand waving here. They say AI is going to be so productive. We're going to have so much money and everyone's going to be poor and without jobs. And WorldCoin will let us do UBI. I cannot find any particular details about where the money will come from. Like, is OpenAI sending them a monthly check to distribute? Are governments funding this? I don't know. They just say, with WorldCoin, we'll be able to solve global inequality and give everybody money. And so I don't know how WorldCoin anticipates getting this money or Tools for Humanity getting this money, but it has been a core thing of what they've been talking about they will do since the beginning of the orbs, from before they even went public. So I don't really understand that. Maybe someone from world.org can talk to Trash. I'm too scared to talk to you. But Trash said he'd take one for the team, so I trust Trash to get that info out of him. Okay. What else? Let's go a little history of the company just so we can start getting a little sense of the scale of what the company's doing and what it's been up to lately. So as I said, Series A, they were like, we need to build an orb.
Yep,
right?
gotta have that
Which
orb.
does sound a little cool. They're making proof of personhood, and they're going to make a coin. And they made this coin, and it's basically like 60% of the coins are for users, 15% for investors, 10-ish% for the team, 10% for the ecosystem, something like this. That doesn't really add up to 100, so I don't know where the other coins went, but that's what they said.
UBI.
Yeah, UBI.
Well, they may have asked AI to generate this list, and at that time, that was about as good as it did for summing to 100, if I remember correctly.
Right. How many R's in Strawberry? They probably had GPT-3 work on this part.
What does 10% for ecosystem and ops mean in practice? Like, meaning...
I think that's funding new orbs, sending them to people, and then giving it to the people operating orbs as they scan new people.
Okay, so it's basically like the 10% of those bonus tokens are being spent on ecosystem and ops, not we have a 10% pool of tokens that are used, shuffled around as part of the infrastructure.
Right, that's my understanding. Yes. It's
I don't
possible
do crypto stuff, so I just wanted to make sure I understood what was going on there.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Understood.
Casey. That's great.
In very
Yep.
light quotes.
Yep. And so before 2023, they were not public, so they were not trading coins. Everyone just had to hodl onto their world coins. You couldn't do any transactions on the chain. So early rollout. Literally their pitch is, bro, it's free crypto. Bro, it's free. You want it. I know you want it. Bro, you definitely do. There's nothing sus about this. You want the crypto. So, like, they go to a bunch of lower income areas across the world and offer them very low dollar amounts to harvest biometric data that normally they would have to pay way more for, right? So then basically, like, they're just going all over the place. I loved this quote. You probably can't read this, but WorldCoin claims its system could pave the way for an AI-funded universal basic income, but it's not clear how. Even the journalists are like,
we don't know.
Even the journalists are like, bro, how are we getting to UBI from here? Giving people $50 of coin one time is not UBI.
I'm sorry. Can you tell me are these pictures real?
They don't look real.
Casey, these are. So I didn't take the pictures, but I found real news articles on real news sites, and I do have some of the links. I can send some of them out later or something.
These pictures ran in an actual news story about WorldCoin.
So,
yes,
so they're using bad conversion rates effectively, or good conversion rates depending on which side of the conversion rate you're on.
Good conversion rates for them. Yep.
And they're just using that as a way to manipulate people who are more in need of money, to harvest their biometrics, to prove to people that they have a lot of users, to thus give the people who invested the 15%, I think it was, to be able to have the investors have coin go up.
Well,
to thus ultimately rug at the very end.
So, Prime, that's also different because this is the token. There's the Tools for Humanity company, which is a separate thing from the coin. So they also own part of the original company, right, which is doing its own thing, and it's making apps and could collect fees or other things like that. Separately, there's this cryptocurrency, right, which they sort of like own and manage and run, but they have a whole company that the people bought into. We'll talk a little bit more about that later as we progress through history. But
to be fair, Prime, I would interject there that this is still better treatment than OpenAI gave to artists and authors who got nothing. They just stole the work directly and gave them nothing in return. And literally in their actual USPTO position paper, which I assume is not part of this particular presentation because it's OpenAI and not WorldCoin, it literally just says, like, I don't know, maybe the government should give them UBI. At least here they're taking some responsibility for the UBI. OpenAI was just like, you know what? I think we should steal everything and someone else should pay for it as our business model. Literally just put that in print. Yeah. That is what it says in the paper. Like, there is
no defense.
There's no defense. It's just like, that's what we think should happen. And we're like, well, you know, maybe, well, we'll save my comments on that for a later date.
I have a question. Couldn't
Go
I
ahead,
take a
Trash.
picture? Couldn't I take a picture off the internet of someone and scan their eyeballs into my orb?
No,
Only
it's
if you
not
had your
high
own
enough
orb.
quality. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's not high enough
you'd
quality.
have to be able to trick the orb. So if you could AI generate a high quality enough eyeball, theoretically you could have a high quality AI generation of an eyeball tricking people to say you're a human.
It probably wouldn't
did
even have
not
to be a high
go-
quality picture
yeah.
of an eyeball. It could probably be whatever if you had your own orb and could test it, you could probably determine how to generate patterns it thinks are eyeballs close enough to generate a hash and be done.
Oh, I
I'm
love it.
saying.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it does more than take a static picture. I'm sure it does a bunch of stuff that is actually technically impressive because they probably have like a legit thing that like flashes lights and does other stuff and your eye's supposed to respond and do things. But I don't really know.
Okay.
I did
Fair,
not
fair,
do
fair.
a deep dive on exactly how the hardware works, iris scans, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that's fine. Okay, so just to be clear, from my research, when I was doing this, this is from real articles where they actually said this is from real WorldCoin things around the world. This is not AI generated or something else. So, okay. So early on, they're not doing public rollout yet. It's roughly 20 countries. They deploy like 500 orbs, and they get almost 500,000 people scanned by 2022. Okay, now 2022, you might say that's a while ago. Oh yeah, they've been cooking for a while now, Casey, and they're still cooking today. What happens next? They launch in 2023 with nearly 2 million people scanned, right? And this is a direct quote from a news article announcement about that at the time of 2 million users in their testing phase. They've scanned those people. They have their iris data. They are world ID'd out of their mind. By the end of 2023, 3 million. And middle 2024, almost 7 million people. Okay, 7 million people scanned. Wait, is this still happening? Because I knew, Casey, this would be your question. Sure enough, that's in San Francisco, the United States of America, San
Is
Francisco.
that a nose ring?
Wait, is that a real ad?
Great point. I don't know. Jan 2025, 10 million, 12 million, nearly 18 million people just a few weeks ago, Casey. Oh, just a month ago. Okay.
Impressive.
And apparently you can also still get the app without getting verified. They have like passport ways that you can like do your passport with NFC and some other stuff and kind of like still get a world ID without scanning. I don't know. That seems weird to me too, to give them your passport, but whatever. So they have 2 billion opens. So they track every time you open the app, of course, because they got to know everything about you. But that 17.5 million is people who did the orb. They went and got their eyeball scanned for real and got a world ID across multiple different news reports here. Okay.
How many orbs is that now?
How
Do
many
we know?
orbs? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know how
Okay.
many orbs they have out there. So this is from the recent orb that just went out. And Casey, as you predicted, there is some AI going on in the system. I don't know why, but they got the NVIDIA Jetson in that bad boy now. 5x the AI performance in the orbs. The orbs have to have AI. They're building it in Texas. And they're like, I mean, we could go look up. We could do a deep dive on the hardware. Supposedly, what's out there is open source, and they're doing everything there. But there you go. So they are making them right now. Like, as we speak, they're making them, Casey. Okay. Let's go over their money situation throughout that time. Like I said, 25 million at the beginning. 2022, a year before they go public, they raised 100 millis, just a casual 100 mil. That was for growth, so they could go over, and that's right how they're starting to scan, millions of people across the world. They raise again in 2023 around their public launch, another $115 million, primarily for R&D and making more orbs. They got to make more orbs.
Morbs.
Morbs. It's Morbin time.
Honestly, that's a little bit morbid.
Oh,
Morbid.
dude, how is their slogan not "It's Orbin time"?
It's Orbin time. We actually have a company that is almost their thing. We're going to get to that, Casey, too, because it gets better. Of course, it gets better.
Okay.
So then in 2025, it wasn't a raise, but they put World public to be able to sold to like institutional backers. So a bunch of big institutional people bought a ton of WorldCoin so that basically like a lot of these big institutions own a significant amount of WorldCoin in their wallets, right? So that is not equity in Tools for Humanity. That's a separate thing. But they do have a significant stake now in WorldCoin, which is basically like, I didn't know, almost like a derivative of the company in a way, right? Because WorldCoin's useless if like Tools for Humanity doesn't do anything.
Right.
Go ahead,
So-
Prime. Yep.
So that must mean that they believe that there will minimally be a pump cycle in the coin. Because why would anyone buy the coin and versus like being able to invest into the company?
Exactly right. Yes. So they spend a lot of money on this too. So like, I mean, on this page, right, at least basically $250 million for equity and then another $130 million for coin purchases from institutional locations. Okay. So that's, they did a lot of money for the company. And you can tell the money's still happening. That's within the last year. They sold 135 million WorldCoin to people. Okay. So today, all right, I just looked this up today. I took a screenshot. 1 million transactions on the WorldCoin chain, world chain right now. They got 130K different wallets opening up apparently. And Casey, you're going to love this. Razer,
Of course.
everybody's favorite place to log in. I get my mouse
Of
plugged into my
course.
computer and it says, bruh, you can't use that. You got to log in. So they said, sick. What would be worse than logging into my Razer account? Get your eyeball scanned by Scam Altman.
You know that
So, yeah.
Razer is going to be like the first people to ship off of the open source orb spec. They're going to have some like, it's going to be all black with like a green glow.
RGB.
Right? And you're going to like hold it up to your eye and it's going to like,
Yeah.
you know, be all,
It's
it's going to be
literally
all have
like-
all like chromed out and stuff.
Yes. It's literally drink your verification can, like a Mountain Dew is what they're asking you to do. Like, hey, prove
Yep.
that you're a person. Anyways, so that's real. Also, if you want to go get scanned, Casey, here's one in San Francisco, flagship location.
Nice.
And also, I just
That's
love that
wild.
these were right next to each other. A Razer store in Orlando. You can go get your WorldCoin
Coast to coast.
ID scan.
That's
there.
all the way across America right there.
Yep, coast to coast, baby. There's 32 locations in the U.S. where you can go get your eyeball scanned. Okay,
Fantastic. I'm sure
Right,
one of
that's
them's in
today,
downtown Seattle.
or yesterday. I think I got
Yeah.
that info. I screenshotted that one yesterday. Like I said, this is sort of just I mentioned. You can get World ID credentials somehow with like these NFC enabled passwords, not NFT, although that would be sick too, since we're already in the scam world. But yeah, like apparently your US one, you can do that too.
Hey, aren't
and-
these technically NFTs? These are non-fungible tokens. That is your
point.
ID.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to show this graph. This is a very funny story of a company associated with this. This is a company called, oh no, I've literally lost the name here. 8Co. 8Co. It's called 8Co. And it was a packaging e-commerce company that was literally dying. You can see it right here. And somehow in September 2025, they announced, yeah, we got $250 million. The revenue before this was like, I don't know, $4 million or something like that. So I don't know how they did this pivot. Legendary pivot. They bought an insane amount of WorldCoin.
What?
This is their ticker for the last year. Like this is their actual ticker.
Look at
they
that pump.
changed their name to Orbs. Their ticker is now Orbs. I'm not joking you. That's what I said, Casey. They should say it's Orbin time. They did it. They changed their name to Orbs. And they bought an insane amount of Orb coin. And then I don't know why. I don't know how anyone thought this was good. They don't own any of the company. They just bought an insane amount of WorldCoin. I don't know. I don't know how they got the 250 million or what happened, but there you go. So there's that. Some future plans, I'm pretty sure. Wait a second. I'm not supposed to show this slide. I don't think Sam wanted this one public. One, in case you... Mark of the Beast joke, sorry. for those of
You
who
had
catch
to
it.
at least make one Mark of the Beast joke. Like this is.
You have to make
you
one
have to
Mark
make
of the
one.
Beast joke. Also, did you like this slide? I was really proud of this slide. Anyways. Okay. WorldCoin can... This is just for the crypto bros out there. WorldCoin can never be mainstream because it's an altcoin. Sam Altman made it. Anyways, there you go. That's the presentation about WorldCoin. Casey, do you have any questions about it?
Oh, I don't know that I do have any questions about it. In a way, it does sound like exactly if you were like, take everything you know about OpenAI, and the same people are going to be like involved in a cryptocurrency. What would it look like? It pretty much is that, just from start to finish, right? Like every last thing was like, yep, that sounds about like what they would do, right? And it even has the same sort of thing to it, which is like OpenAI is like starts with this sort of suggestion that it's going to be like AI that will be open sourced and like to allow people to have access to it so that it doesn't become controlled by big corporations and all that stuff. It ends up as like a complete money grubbing, like scam based, like we're just taking tons of investment money, and as we like lose more and more market share to other AI companies, we just kind of like will say whatever and do whatever and put ads in it, and who knows, right? This kind of feels similarly, right? It's like we started out with this thing of this idea, like, let's prove that humans are humans and allow them to have basic universal income or universal basic income.
I love that
so
as a second point.
Right, and all that stuff. And then, like, what's it going to end up as? Like, another cryptocurrency scam, right? Like, it follows the exact same arc of, like, oh, it turns out we don't know. Like, it turns out that just writing stuff down on a piece of paper about what you want to do in the world so that you feel like a good person is meaningless. Like, you have to actually make something that makes the world better to make the world better. You can't just say that that's what you're doing and then feel good about yourself, or you shouldn't. And, like, there's a reason that people don't like Sam Altman and OpenAI. And it's because what you do, how you present things, the effect that you create on the actual world is perceived by humans who are actually looking at it. And they sense what it really is and not what you said it was. And it's very hard to talk your way out of that, especially if you're, like, only semi-human, like, when you talk, right?
Yeah, Casey, how did you know that they're humans, though, without a world ID?
That's a very good question.
Good question.
So I feel like this feels a lot like that, where you're just like, okay, guys, you did it twice. Like, this is the same thing again, and it's probably going to go exactly the same way. But I guess it remains to be seen. Like, we'll see what happens with WorldCoin in the coming years. Can't wait. Can't wait.
I feel like I haven't heard anything about it.
Really, I've heard like whispers about it. I haven't. The Tinder one I saw just a couple weeks ago, because I know that was kind of a shocking thing. But here's my problem: is that when Sam Altman did Looped, he blatantly lied to people. I don't know how it didn't. I literally have no idea how he did not end up in prison for that one. It's like Elizabeth Holmes if you lied but you didn't hurt individuals, instead you just screwed a company. So I guess that's
Prime,
okay.
don't give too many spoilers. You should do a looped presentation.
I should.
Yeah, I'm not in the loop on this.
If you're out of the loop on this one, it's like when you see it, you go, "Oh my gosh, he's just a full."
Save
Like
that
he
one.
literally
Save
is
that
a
one,
rug
Prime.
puller.
That's your next presentation.
Okay, we could do that. And then he goes from that, goes into OpenAI, which is just like very obviously breaking intellectual property. Even if you don't believe intellectual property is good, you can minimally say that if someone writes Harry Potter, someone else shouldn't just be able to sell it on behalf of them and be like, I copied and pasted it, it's mine now. Right? Like, you shouldn't do that. That should not exist in some sort of form. And so
you can take the morality out of it and just say it's the law anyway.
It is the law, but
It's just illegal. If you want it to be a different way, then change the law.
Yeah.
But it is currently seems to be kind of illegal.
if I were to do that, I would face probably fines, if not jail time. Like, I'm thinking of that guy, I forget where he was at, that with Nintendo, he did some sort of what's it called, emulator / some sort of like I forget, boot, some sort of override, whether it was with physical hardware or just in an emulator, and he got like sentenced to prison for stealing. And so, because he was stealing all these things. And so when I look at this, then it's like OpenAI, the next thing it's found on is lies about whether it's being open or not, and then followed up with just actual sheer, like, unprecedented amount of stealing. Probably the person, he is the biggest stealer of all time. I'm not sure. Like, I think you could probably say that him or Dario or one of these AI people, they have stolen more than anyone else has ever stolen in the universe. Like, they are the number one stealer. So then to be like, okay, now just let me have control of all of your ideas. It's just like, bro, you have a history of just like the most scammiest things in the universe, and then you're gonna do this. It feels very upsetting. And I
had the discussion like this with someone just recently, actually, and it was prompted by the fact that you've got like a bunch of things now where like Jensen Huang and Satya Nadella and people like that have come out and sort of like expressed like dismay or surprise that the public has anti-AI sentiment. And what's really interesting about that is it's like, I'm not sure how you behave this way and then expect otherwise, right? Like people know, they remember that like people were going to like get prosecuted by the MPAA for like sharing songs on the internet.
Yes,
right?
people went to jail, like full-ass jail for years.
Some people in the tech community remember that Aaron Swartz are being prosecuted for downloading and making available a scientific publications library. Okay? That's a real thing that happened in the world. And yet somehow, right, we have now all seen that if you are just in control of enough money and have enough connections, that Reaper never comes knocking at your door. And that is not really, like, people are right to feel upset about that and think that that's something very wrong with structure. If everyone was just always allowed to do all these things, then maybe it wouldn't feel like that. But we know that this is a, like, very two-tiered system, and that's really upsetting, and it should be. Like, they should, if anything, corporations should be held to higher standards of conduct than individuals because they are larger and more powerful generally. So when an individual steals something, that's bad. When a corporation steals something, it's very, very bad, right? Because they have institutional controls for it. They have control of a lot of money. Like, of the people who should never be stealing things, corporations are number one. Right?
Yes,
and everyone
collusion.
else,
it takes more than one person typically.
It takes collusion. It takes like it means that there is an entity with a tremendous amount of connections and power who's doing it, not some random kid who like logged on to Pirate Bay, right? And so when you look at that, you know, just ethically and morally, and you just ask the question like, how are people going to feel when they see these behaviors? It's pretty clear, right? And so for these people to kind of get up and I don't even think they're pretending. Like, I think somehow they really don't understand that. It's shocking to me that they are shocked. Like, I'm like, how do you have so little understanding of humanity and maybe like so little humanity yourself that you don't understand why people are very upset about that, especially because a lot of the work you were stealing was made by exactly the kind of people who couldn't have gotten away with what you did. The average random artist out there is barely making a living. And if they did this kind of widespread theft, they would be prosecuted, right? If they went and stole all the designs for NVIDIA's hardware and fabbed them themselves and said, well, it's better for humanity because I'm making cheaper chips or something, no one would believe these stories. And yet, when these companies do it, we're just expected to sit here and go, oh, that's fine. It doesn't work that way. And like, I'm really glad that people are upset, and I hope they continue to be upset. That's why I've said many times, because this is really not good. And it's weird to me it's weird to me that they don't understand that, right?
I can speak a little bit to that. You know, you should be able to understand this. You're in Seattle or outside of Seattle. Your Seattle area.
Yes,
when you surround yourself with like a homogenous like groupthink, people are always shocked that there's like some other viewport of life. Like, I remember at Netflix, we had this huge problem with performance. TV was always really crappy. And so we forced people like, hey, you got to like use Roku Sugarland, I think was the name of it. That was his like code name or something. It was like a low power device. And people used it. And like the next day they were like, I will never use that again. That was the worst experience in the universe. It's just like, yeah, that's what a lot of people experience. Like,
yeah,
let's take a step back and realize that like there's DVD players and all that. Like, they could not comprehend of a world where you're like, no, you just buy a new TV.
Yeah.
Why don't they just have the newest TV? I mean, you just go. It's at the store.
Just buy a new.
Could they not get to the store? Like, was there a problem with the store? And so Just this,
No, it's very strange, right? It's like I don't know. I wish I understood it better because I don't travel in elite enough circles to like go talk to someone like Jensen Huang personally, right? But I would love to be able to do that. Like I'd love to be able to sit down and just go, like, say what I just said and say like, can you explain to me why you don't understand the reaction? Like it's one thing also to say that you understand the reaction and you're trying to like explain it away, right? But they literally appear like they don't understand why this would be the case, which is super bizarre, right?
It's
They
also
live
like
in a
the
different
rhetoric.
dimension.
Yeah. Well, the rhetoric is also like, guys, AI is going to take your job.
Yes.
Wait, you guys don't like this?
They announced it too. They're like, we just laid off. Like Amazon's like, we're laying off these people, and even if it had nothing to do with AI, that's often mentioned, and I assume it's mentioned because they want to convince other people to use AI. So they're trying to say like, we just won't need as many people because we have AI, right? And you're like, what is wrong with you? Like, how are you Amazon? How are you a vendor of AI technology who clearly therefore has a vested interest in the public thinking that this is a good thing, and you're saying that in your announcement? What is wrong? Like, it's so weird. And like, someone has to explain to me at some point, how are these people this detached from even understanding reality, not necessarily participating in it? Like, I realize that they don't have to worry because they themselves can't be affected. They already have the money, and it's fine for them. But
Trash, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say a lot of things, but the conversation keeps making different turns. So everything
Go
I'm about
back.
to say
Go
is
as far
coming-
back as you
say
want,
whatever
Trash.
you want to say, Trash. Let it out.
No, I was gonna say initially. I mean, this is the classic case of where we create our own problems and then we create tools to fix those problems. So they kind of have like a
React.
infinite money glitch. They have an
Web
infinite money
dev.
glitch.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
OpenAI.
So it's like
Got
something
it.
we all experience ourselves. So they're building a tool that fixes something that AI caused. Now there's going to be another something that comes out after this WorldCoin to fix like WorldCoin, I don't know, validation or something. And then it's just going to keep going and going. And like to
It'll fix
Casey's
UBI.
point. Yeah,
Finally, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. But to Casey's point, like this elite group, like it's unfortunate, but in my eyes, like I always see them as untouchable, and it's like very obvious if you look at America today. We have like this group of people that you just like, no matter what you do, you could just get away with it, and it's just like very like soul sucking and disappointing. And this is like a very much like again,
Trash,
I
I'll
don't
let
know
you in on
anything.
a little secret.
What?
It's not just America.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
But I'm
just give you
using
a
that-
little.
Yeah,
just
I'm
a
using that as an
little
example
history
in this
lesson.
case.
But we do
Everybody
it bigger
always-
and better than every other country.
Number
Teej.
one, America. Number one.
Number one.
Freedom units. Oh my! I'm sorry. I forgot what I was gonna say. Now he threw me off.
Sorry.
Trash,
Sorry.
No, but anyways, like with WorldCoin, yeah, I don't like. Can you even actually use that anywhere today? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm a crypto investor, but I have some coins and I
But
have
you've
never
got
been able to
Pokemon
use them anywhere.
cards. Basically,
My
the same
Pokemon
thing,
cards
Trash.
are way more valuable than crypto. But I'm just curious because we come out, and actually, I'm gonna go on a tangent here for a second. I've been seeing on tech Twitter like all these like crypto things that people are shilling
Oh,
in
the
the tech
Bags
community.
app.
Is that what it is? The Bags app?
is popular right now.
And like this, so like the WorldCoin is kind of like in the same realm, and it just puts like a really bad taste in my mouth. And like I don't know,
That's good, Trash.
I just really
Just don't lick
dislike-
the orbs. You won't have a bad taste in your mouth.
I'll be honest, I am interested in the orb to just like see it, but
Trash. When we go to SF,
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to
We
like
can
play
go
with
check
an
it
orb.
out in San Francisco.
Okay,
We'll go check it out.
I'm gonna scan myself. But hold on. One thing. So Amazon had the palm scanner that came out. I don't even know. Do you all know what I'm talking about? Where you can just put your palm on the scanner like Whole Foods, and then that's how you check
Or
out.
like Amazon Go or whatever. They're like workerless one or what?
No, it's just like you have a. If you go to a Whole Foods, they have a palm scanner, and you just pay with your.
Yeah.
So like, was there? I didn't follow it, but I imagine there was some sort of reaction to that. I don't know if you all were like aware of any of that.
No, I didn't know that.
You guys didn't know about that?
Because
Look
it's
into
too
it.
inconvenient to have a credit card?
Yes.
Because people just don't want to like touch their phones. You can just go
Yeah.
literally walk up and just put your palm in and walk away.
It's too
So that's-
hard to have a phone these days. Like that's
I
the
know.
level we've hit where it's just
Well,
like, bro, I
no, no,
can't.
no, it-
I have to unlock
No,
it.
the problem is I need to keep swiping my TikTok feed. I can't put my phone down and have it do the little pop-up for the Apple Pay. So it's like I got to keep scrolling. So I want to use my
look
other
into
hand
it.
to scan.
I'm gonna look into it. I'm actually curious, like what the.
It's
like,
probably the same.
bunch of my close
reaction.
friends use it. Yeah, a bunch of my friends use it. I'm like,
Yeah, but
are you
it's
crazy.
it seems way weirder when it's like I mean it. Okay, whatever. One company wants me to scan my hand, I have an option, but it feels different when it's like we're trying to get the whole world registered on this bad boy. It feels a little.
Yes. If Amazon was like, hey,
little
for you to be
worse.
able to leave your house, you should scan your hand. You'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't like
To
this
access the
anymore.
internet, you're gonna need to verify with World ID. You're like, oh boy.
Human 35464.
Yeah.
You are real.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You are real. Well, okay. The other thing, we didn't talk about it in this, but it is very confusing. So there's this like, for me, a paradox in WorldCoin of they keep telling us we don't save anything about you, so it's completely anonymous. But also we're gonna verify your identity. The only thing they can do is verify that some human scanned their eyeball at some point. It doesn't even. Like, it's not going to tell them that, like, oh, I'm a 31-year-old male who lives in Michigan. Like, supposedly they don't have that data, right? So then how is it, like, actually... You guys understand what I'm saying? There's, like, this thing that they're
you're saying, like, are they claiming to be able to verify more about you other than just you are a person who scanned your iris?
Well, right, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, okay, so then they're saying, oh, this will prevent bot farms. Oh, what? So someone's not just going to go around to some poorer country and scan 10,000 people and then buy that off of them? Oh, wait, that's literally WorldCoin strategy. Like, they know that hack exists. That's how they got millions of people to sign up. So how could someone else not just be like, well, I'm going to get 10,000 people to scan in, and then I'll take those phones and run my bot farm off of those.
TJ, you're missing it. You're missing it. See, the problem is,
Oh,
is
okay,
that
sorry.
you don't understand a very simple idea, which is AI will
AI.
solve this. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
going to
Right,
solve
right.
it in
That's a good
like
point.
in a couple years. It will all be solved. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Super simple.
I would say it also doesn't solve the Tinder problem at all, because it's like you can still post whatever picture you want.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? There's nothing.
It's-
It doesn't
it's
matter. It's
worse.
like it's not like it knows that it's actually me. I can put whatever
Right.
I want on there. Right?
True.
Well, like Tinder already has a better thing. I'm pretty sure.
True.
Like all these places, like the bank has stuff. Like I can verify my bank. It's like take a picture of yourself from like down here, right? And then it's like, well, that verifies that I'm a person way better than like I stole someone's phone and I have the World app on the phone. That doesn't make like that part doesn't. What happens if your phone gets stolen? I didn't even think about that.
I'd also like to know more about since this is the first I've ever heard of this. I know nothing about what their. I'm reticent to use the word tech stack looks like, but I would be interested to know, how do they deal with revocation and things like that? Because when it gets stolen, because it will, when someone's World ID gets stolen, what is the recovery process look like? I'm assuming that they have thought about this, and I'm assuming that your World ID is basically some kind of a combination hash of like some kind of unique value plus the actual retina scan data or something like this, so that you could change sort of the salt, if you will. It's not really a salt in this case. It's sort of more of an initialization. The IV, you could change the initialization vector and produce a different World ID, but you have to have some database to know that someone's prior IV, with a different IV orb scan, was revoked. Do they have that working? How does that work? Like, what's the deal with
I didn't go
that?
that deep on that like part of the stack. I was just trying to get across that like this is a super $100 millions thing that they are like going and literally scanning people. Oh, I didn't put it in here. In a few places around the world, like a few places in Africa as well, they banned WorldCoin because people were just like causing chaos. They were just like thousands of people in line to get it and like all this stuff, and it was like rampant for all these people doing crazy. So it was like wild. It was like disrupting local economies. By how you know what I mean?
Once again, I'm sure they were. I'm sure that they would be shocked now to learn that people were anti-WorldCoin for some reason. They'd be like, "What? We're just helping humanity here.
Yeah.
I don't understand all the negative feelings that people have about this retinal anal scanning device." I have a question for all of you.
Yep.
Because most of you are too young. All of you are too young to know anything about this.
True.
Woody Allen made a movie called Sleeper. Are you familiar with this movie?
No.
Well,
No.
in this movie, there is an orb that looks much like that orb that you showed in the picture. And it does a very different thing. I'll put it to you that way. And I'll leave it as an exercise to all of you out there to go watch some clips of Woody Allen's movie Sleeper to find out what the orb is for.
Nice.
And I guess what I would say is
Spoiler.
one hint is the orb in Sleeper is kind of the same purpose as what the orb is for to Sam Altman. I'll put it to you that way.
Whoa.
Oh, I
Oh,
looked it
you
up.
got
I
me
know
now.
now.
Now I have no idea. Like I thought I was following
Trash,
for a
that's
second.
cheating, bro. You got to watch the movie.
It's like Demolition Man.
You only have to watch a clip
love
for the movie. It
Demolition Man.
only appears in about like 5 minutes of the movie. So
I love
right.
Demolition Man. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Good movie.
the franchise wars.
Yes, every part of it. It's the best movie ever. Stallone hip firing a pistol while coming out of a helicopter hitting people. It's like it's literally my favorite movie of all time. Okay.
Pretty dope.
All right. Well, now that we hit this was fantastic. TJ, thank you for the presentation.
Beautiful presentation.
problem.
Beautiful
Again,
presentation.
thank
Oh, I didn't even show it.
What?
Casey,
What?
we have a website.
Oh,
Yes!
we do have a website.
Oh, you didn't even show me when I saw you in person.
Yes,
Casey, we have a website. Look at this.
dude.
I know. Just look at this
The
website for a second.
Standuppod.com. Check
Yep.
this out.
I'm going there right now.
Also, Casey, check
Right
out
now.
the filtering. AWS. Look at that. Do you like it? Casey,
Oh my
I tried to
God,
make
dude.
it- I tried to make it very fast.
Wait, what's the URL?
dude.
What's the URL?
The
stand-up-
standuppod.com.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Oh, you
I'm
did
so
say-
And
excited.
it has direct links to each episode as well. So you can go to like inside of each of the episodes, there's a little arrow on the side. You can click it. You can go to each of the pages. If you want, you can listen to Spotify there. You can download the MP3 directly. If you're like, I hate Spotify, that's fine. I don't care. There's the MP3 if you guys want it. You can just download it.
If you play it from the site, does that count for like a Spotify or thing? Or is
This,
it just
if you
all-
play through this one, yeah, this is a Spotify embed, so it should work.
That's
hypothetically.
I'm so excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am. This is
Thank you.
fantastic
Casey?
work.
Do you want to know the tech stack for this?
Sure, but I mean, I'm just happy. I'm just happy about it. I'm just happy.
Well, does it feel fast and responsive? That's what I need to know. Casey.
I
That's
haven't
what
used
feels
it
good.
yet.
Oh, Casey, I forgot. I left a few Easter eggs for you. I'm gonna spoil these to chat just because I think they're funny. Number one, you can maximize it, so that's cool. You can maximize it. You can
Nice.
minimize
Oh, I
it,
remember
of
this.
course, right? For no
Nice.
reason. This is the best one though. If you close it, uh-oh.
Nice, dude.
You
Yes.
can't
Yes.
get back either. It's gone. It's gone. You have to refresh the page. You
Yeah, well, I
cannot
mean,
go
yeah, I
back
mean,
after
how
you
could
close
that's it? You closed
That
it.
makes
If you
sense.
wanted it, you
Closed
shouldn't
it.
have closed it.
Yeah.
Right?
When I showed the site,
Resolve
fault.
won't fix.
yeah. When I showed it to Kayleen, the first thing she did was click the red button in the top left, and I was so happy. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And someone actually discovered my Easter egg in the wild.
I love it. I love
so
it.
Casey, the tech stack, HTML and CSS.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Because here's what I do. I get the RSS feed. I run a little thing. I just generate a bunch of static HTML and CSS from that. And then it goes on Cloudflare for CDN caching to be fast across the whole world for you. There you go. So there you go. Even this
Hashtag
filtering, this is all just in the client. That's why it's fast.
Small little
and it
script
can
right
be
there.
cool.
You know who's going to
Just a
love
little-
this
little
is
JavaScript.
Carson Gross. Carson Gross is going to be so happy about this.
That's true.
I mean, you didn't use HTMX, but
But we
I didn't
managed
need
to make
to,
a
no.
website fast in
Still.
2026. It's actually
I-
possible to make a
Yeah.
website.
you can
But I'm
just
saying
do
it doesn't
things.
hit the backend, so it doesn't need
Yeah.
to be HTMX. So there you go.
People are pretty
this
upset
page
though.
is-
There's no favicon. Classic 404.
Oh, favicon.
Here's a quick question though.
Dang.
Yeah.
What's this icon when it's not a favicon?
I don't know what.
WorldCoin? Oh no.
It's a world.
Coin.
Is that
This
what you
is-
get it?
Sam Altman. This is so I'm collecting WorldCoin every time someone does it because it loads the world favicon.
Nice.
So
nice.
thanks,
Okay,
guys.
that was pretty good. That
One
was pretty good. That was
WorldCoin at
pretty
a
good.
time. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I did not see that one coming.
It's broken on mobile. Don't go to it on your phone.
Okay, that's your fault. Can't afford a computer? That's weird.
Stick.
Yeah, we don't want you listening. If you
TikTok.
can't afford a computer, you're not right for it. Look, our advertisers have standards. They are not going to
Yeah.
advertise some random phone user. If you're on Android, forget it, dude. You don't
It
have the kind
actually
of money
blocks
we
requests.
need for our sponsors. All right,
If
forget
you're
it.
not
You're not. This is not
rocking
for you.
The Apple strap, we don't want you in our
Yeah,
audience.
that's right.
No, dude, it works just fine. What are you talking about? I'm using
I'm
it
pretty
right
sure it
now
works
on
fine
my
on
phone. And
No,
look at
it
this.
does. I checked.
Stand-up is gonna
He's
be
on a
extra
sidekick.
special because
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds
you can
crispy.
even play it from right here.
I just
boom.
played it. Boom.
Yeah. It does work, I think. I don't
Boom.
know. I'm
You're
pretty sure it works on your
dumb.
phone, but I thought it'd be funnier to just say that, not to use it. So there you go, Casey. I did build that.
I love it, dude.
I want
Looks
you to
really
know
good.
though, it's 100% vibe coded.
Awesome. Which tool did you use?
5.2 codecs mostly, with a little bit of composer for the front end. So it was inside Cursor.
What's Composer? I don't know.
Composer
Cursor's
is
model.
Cursor's model. It goes
Oh.
zoom
Oh.
very fast.
Wait, so they have released they're kind of doing their own training at
Yeah.
Cursor?
This
Or-
was Prime's prediction for 2026 is that they'll release a model.
Well, mine
Oh,
was
right,
that they released a
but
real
they
model.
already had in 2025. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was saying like a real model. I didn't realize it's a little fast quickie. Come on, get out of here.
Oh, that's
Composer
rude.
is really
you saying
good.
Composer's not real?
It's not like
yeah.
it's not like 5.2.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Composer is really good. It just has a different trade-off. Just like everything in life, it has trade-offs.
TJ, stop with that trade-off talk. Okay, let me do an outro, and then we should probably. I don't know how
but
much.
I just wanted to show Casey. I have a site for us with permalinks to every episode now too. standuppod.com/episode/number.
All right,
Now
here
you
we
be
go.
dropping the links.
All right. Thank you for watching the stand-up. If you want to be able to go and search up any episode, who's in whatever episode, go to the standuppod.com for being able the fastest, most creamiest experience of a podcast website you've ever had. Thank you for joining us. And if you do like this idea of presentations, it's something we're kind of leaning into. If you're enjoying it, say yes, and we will make Trash do a presentation. Trash was also our first presentation, which was TypeScript to WTF, and we're going to want him to go again.
Which Trash that episode's still crushing it.
That episode,
doing great.
Hot.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Trash, get that hoodie off and flex on him.
Yeah, Trash.
No. No. No, I'm all insecure.
All right,
only
you go to
only,
Swole
only in
Acceptance.
person.
Complimenting you.
Only
Our
for in
swole
person.
acceptance.
Only for in person.
There's a lot of kind of just yapping we do that's just not good for YouTube videos. So if you want the entire experience, it's currently up on Spotify. We're going to figure out something else. So check out the link in the description where we talk and make fun of Trash for his snack eating habits, or something with TJ or Casey just being super smart and
The
cool. I don't know.
RSS.
Well, that you'll
can
have
also
to
get it
search
via
pretty hard
RSS.
for that one. But if
Yeah,
you find one, let me know.
Yep. And that's about it. So, hey, thanks for joining us. The name is Casey, Trash, Teej, Jen.
WorldCoin out.
WorldCoin out.
Boot up the day, vibe coding, errors on my screen, terminal coffee in hand.